Welcome back to another edition of Throwback Thursday, and in today's video we are using NBA 2K12. Now if you go back to the last poll from the last video, 2K7 actually won, but I did already do an NBA 2K7 TBT video, and 2K12 was the second highest vote getter, and I have not done this game yet. So I said, why not go ahead and do NBA 2K12? Basically, I really want you guys to vote for the games that I haven't done yet, and then I will start repeating games, basically. So, the team I am using, you already see it from the title and the thumbnail. It is the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. So, this was Kyrie's rookie season when he got drafted first overall by the Cleveland Cavaliers, obviously. This is going up before game, 6? Yeah, so hopefully Kyrie has another amazing game. Here were his stats. He had an 85 standing shot 3 in his rookie season. So really, I'm not going to get into the attributes too much, but basically it's Kyrie and no one else. Like, I am looking to trade every single player on this team, including Tristan Thompson. Like, he is only a 65 overall with a, B+ potential. I might keep him, might not. Really just depends on what he does in season 1. That's what I was trying to say, but words are hard. So really, I don't really know exactly what I want to do with this roster. Kyrie is the only untouchable, and everyone else is gone. In the first trade of season 1, let's see if the Milwaukee Bucks will accept this trade if I work around it just a little bit. You know, obviously I don't want to get rid of this year's first round pick, considering we are going to do absolutely awful. So I am willing to give up my 2013 first round pick instead, and the trade has been accepted. So now we do have a nice backcourt tandem of Kyrie Irving and Monte Ellis. Right here, we will be sending Alonzo G and Luke Walton to the Phoenix Suns for Jared Dudley and Hakeem Warrick. Now, basically, the reason why I am making this trade is to keep Jared Dudley for this season, just to see how we do, and then I will just basically trade Hakeem Warrick right off the bat, like right now, because I don't want him on the team. I don't see I just don't see a point of him being on this team. And 13 mil over 3 years, yes, that's only 4 mil per year, but I really don't want to pay him that much money. Hasheem the Dream the Beat, we definitely got to do it. Hasheem, welcome to Cleveland. See, look, Jared doesn't that sound so great? Like, I will give you Jared Dudley. Oh, whoa, okay, we just got Kenneth Faried on the team. I didn't think that was going to happen, but we traded Samardo Samuels, Luke Herringody, a 2012 second-round pick, and Jared Dudley for Kenneth Faried and Costa Koufos. That was a pretty crazy trade, but now we do have a really nice power forward tandem with Kenneth Faried and Tristan Thompson. Real quick, let me just see what I can get for Tristan Thompson. I'm not looking to trade him, but if something great comes up here, then obviously I can't pass on it. But these trades are not looking great whatsoever. And yeah, nothing's really looking too great. Paul Millsap, that's nice, but I'm not giving up my first round pick this year. So Jimmy Butler, wow, this is tempting, but I don't want to give up Tristan Thompson. Real quick, let me just go to the Bulls and let me see if I can actually somehow get Jimmy Butler from them. And no, we cannot get him. So this is what our team is looking like at the start of season number 1. Our starting 5, we got Kyrie Irving, Monte Ellis, Omri Caspi, Kenneth Faried, and Tristan Thompson. And then our bench is trash. We got Bino Udrih, Anthony Parker, Manny Harris, Boobie Gibson, Samirza, Semi Erden, I don't know, fam, Costa Koufos, and Hasheem the Dream the Beat. Really, we are going to be the worst team in the NBA, without a doubt. So hopefully that can happen, and then hopefully we can end up with the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. So I'm here one game before the end of the season, and I will do this in the old 2K games just to show you guys the standings, since in 2K, in the past 2Ks, you can't see the standings after the playoffs. So this is what the Eastern Conference standings are looking like. Now, remember, this is when Dwight was on the Magic, so that's why they are 58 and 23. Surprisingly, we are not the worst team in the Eastern Conference. That goes to the Milwaukee Bucks, who we did get Monte Ellis from, but honestly, I most likely will trade him in the offseason. And then out west, the Jazz are the worst team, and this was when the Lakers were good and the Warriors were still kind of getting there. So Lakers and Thunder are atop of the Western Conference. And then let's just go ahead and simulate this final game against the New York Knicks. I don't even think it matters if they win or not, but we somehow end up winning. I don't understand how. We end up winning by 1 point, and then all of these notifications are so stupid. One player named to the All-Rookie First Team. That is great. And we also did coach the Rookie of the Year. So LeBron wins the MVP award. No surprise, really. But Kyrie does win Rookie of the Year. 13.5 points with 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal with 1 block. Gilbert Arenas wins the 6th Man of the Year. As a member of the Grizzlies, man, I totally forget that that whole Grizzlies thing happened. Josh Smith wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jared Jack wins Most Improved Player, averaging almost 17 points per game. And then Larry Drew wins the Coach of the Year as the Hawks. I don't know exactly what they got in the playoffs. I can show you guys in just a little bit. Show me some Cavs players, and actually Cavs players aren't going to show up except for Kyrie on the All-Rookie First Team, which is exactly what I expected. So the Hawks get the 5th seed, and their head coach somehow gets Coach of the Year. Monte Ellis led our team in scoring with about 27.5 points per game. The rookie Kyrie Irving averaged 13.5, and Kenneth Faried averaged a double-double on the season. So if we take a look at the leading rebound getters, obviously Kenneth Faried is going to be up there. Assists is being led by Kyrie Irving. Steals, Monte. Blocks, Kenneth Faried. And then turnovers, Monte. And then shooting percentage, Hasheem the Dream Thabeet with about a 48% field goal percentage. 3-point percentage was Anthony Parker. Now, I kind of realized this halfway through the season, but if you look on the Bulls roster and you go all the way down, guess who's there? Brian Scalabrine, so you already know I will be getting him in free agency. I mean, come on. It's Brian Scalabrine. I have to get him in free agency, but let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs, and let's see who ends up coming out on top. And the Golden State Warriors win it in the 2011-2012 NBA season, winning in 7 games against the Chicago Bulls. And Steph wins the Finals MVP. I mean, at least in these finals, he showed up, unlike the finals in real life, where he hasn't really shown up at all. Alright, y'all, lottery time. We have the 4th best odds at getting the #1 pick, but knowing 2K, we will probably end up getting the 8th pick in the draft. So let's see what happens. I honestly prefer this lottery format a lot better than the current one. The current one just takes way too long. That's why I always skip over it. There's no point in showing it. It just goes way too slow. And we are getting close to the 4th pick. Please, 2K, do not screw me over. And the Jazz get 2 straight picks. And we get the 4th pick in the NBA draft, and the Milwaukee Bucks get the #1 pick. I should have tried to get their pick when I traded for Monte Ellis, but they probably wouldn't have even accepted that in the first place. So I most likely will be trading the 4th pick, but if I draft someone, I mean, obviously you guys will see it, but I'm not really too fond of these auto-generated players. Alright, so I just pulled off this trade. Monte Ellis and the 4th pick in the draft, and Daniel Boobie Gibson for Steph Curry. Alright, so you might think I'm crazy. First of all, there will be footage on the screen of this happening, so you guys don't think I used any trade override or anything like that. This was a legit trade. Now, you're probably thinking I'm crazy because now I have Kyrie and Steph Curry. Well, when I looked at it, as you can see, Steph is he is 6'3" and 185 pounds. You go over to Monte. He's 6'3", 185 pounds. They're basically the same exact player. One's a shooting guard, one's a point guard, except Steph is definitely a whole lot better. So really, yo, Steve Nash is on the Bobcats? What is this? Both of the Morris twins are on the same team. All right. So basically, what I am going to do, I'm just gonna run a 2-point guard backcourt, and we are just gonna make things happen. And let's just see how things go in free agency. So the first signing of free agency is bringing Jan Mahimi here on a 3-year, $13 million deal. Yes, he is a 67 overall, not the best, but when you take a look at this center right here, Greg Oden, right? Look at the contract he wants. Why in the world does he want that much money? So, as you can see from the free agency poll, you got CP3, Nicholas Batum, Jeremy Lin, Gilbert Arenas, J.R. Smith. well, your boy kind of offered a contract to one of the players on this screen, and his name just so happens to be Chris Paul. His name just so happens to be Chris Paul. We have enough to sign both Chris Paul and J.R. Smith to contracts. All right, now you're probably thinking, CSB, you are the biggest idiot in the world. You have CP3, you have Kyrie, and you have Steph on your team. What in the world are you thinking? Well, first of all, you're right. I am a pretty big idiot, but what I'm thinking is very simple. This is a very simple move I will make. CP3 for Dwight Howard. Does that not sound like a good trade? Because when you take a look at centers around the league in 2K12, there's not a lot of good ones. And Tim Duncan would be nice, but he's 36 years old and he will only decline. Hibbert's only an 82. You go over to the Magic, Dwight is a 94 overall. So really, I feel like that is my best chance at really getting a good center. There is also DeMarcus Cousins. I might try to get him first and then see what happens. But really, I am going all out to make this a super team. So my plan to get Dwight Howard was shot down since the Magic would not accept any single trade that I threw their way for Dwight Howard. So if I want to get him, I gotta wait till next offseason. So let's try to get Carmelo Anthony on the team to pair him up with Steph and Kyrie Irving. And the trade has been accepted. Carmelo Anthony, welcome to Cleveland. Oh my god. Okay, this is crazy. Can I try Melo for LeBron, or would that just not even work at all? Would that not work at all? They made a counteroffer for Kyrie Irving, so I could actually bring LeBron here, okay? I could actually bring him here, but they really want Kyrie Irving. There's no way that I'm gonna give you Kyrie Irving. Here, how about this? I will give you Kenneth Faried and Tristan Thompson, but you gotta give me Chris Bosh. That is the only way I will do this trade, is if you give me Chris Bosh as well, and we are over the cap. So really, I'm not even gonna try. The reason why I will be accepting this trade, basically, I am looking to win in Season 2, and I feel like having Marcin Gortat at the center position will definitely help our chances at winning in Season 2. I just can't wait for Tristan Thompson to progress into a 73, 74 overall when Marcin Gortat is already at an 81 overall and will only get better from here. And we also get their first round pick next year, so that might help us out if we don't end up winning the championship in this season. And really, I think I'm done making trades. Gortat, I'm fine having him. Obviously, that's why I got him. Mahimi, I'm fine with. And we did go ahead and sign Brian Scalabrine and Hashim the Dream the Beat. So, taking a look at the rotation. Holy hell. Okay, first of all, Steph is getting minutes at the shooting guard. That is how that is going to work. So, this is what we are going to do. Kyrie and Steph will get the same amount of minutes. So we got Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry. Oh, whoa, that's weird. Irving, Curry. Okay, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Carmelo Anthony, Kenneth Faried, and Marcin Gortat. Then off the bench, we got J.R. Smith, Jan Mahimi, Omri Caspi, Anthony Parker, Sean Williams, Hashim the Dream Thabit, and Brian Scalabrine. What in the world is happening with this team? If you ask me how I even did this, I have no idea how in the world I just did this. I don't know. I honestly could not even give you a valid answer. So, I will simulate to the trade deadline. Let's see what happens. We have about 83% teammate chemistry, and let's hope that we can end the year with a top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. So here we are basically at the end of Season 2, and here are what the standings are looking like. Obviously, the Miami Heat are going to be the top team in the Eastern Conference, but we are right behind them, only 5 games back, and we are 55-26. We did clinch the Central Division, finishing 4 games ahead of the Indiana Pacers, and then the Bulls are also there. The Knicks, they lose Melo and they get CP3. They go 42-39. Let's check out the Western Conference standings, where the Warriors, where are the Warriors? They go 43-38. Only good enough for 5th in the Western Conference. The Thunder are your top team in the Western Conference, but at the end of the day, the Heat do have the best record in the NBA, and we're taking on the Boston Celtics here in the final game of the season, and we do win that game, we improved our record by 25 wins. That is absolutely insane. All players are happy. That is what I like to hear. And let's just simulate now to the end of the year. We led the league in total points per game. That's pretty great. We led the league in 3-point percentage. One player named to the All-NBA third team. Win the Coach of the Year award. That's what I like to see. So LeBron wins MVP. Bradley North wins Rookie of the Year. You don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. Kyrie Irving wins Sixth Man of the Year. That's kind of weird because I had Kyrie in the starting lineup. But hey, he wins Sixth Man of the Year. I am not going to complain about that at all. Josh Smith once again wins the Defensive Player of the Year. Brandon Wright wins Most Improved Player. And Paul Dudley, our coach, wins Coach of the Year with our 99 overall offense and our 87 team overall. We actually had two players make it to the All-NBA third team. We had Steph Curry, averaged 24 points, about 4.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and no blocks, which is pretty surprising since he's like 7'6" tall. Should be getting all the blocks in the NBA. Also shot 48% from the field and 46% from behind the line. And then we also did have Carmelo Anthony averaging 21.5 points with about 6.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1 steal, and half a block. But other than that, really no one else here because we did not draft anyone. And here's who the Warriors drafted. They got Leslie Claxton, a power forward, who's a 69 overall. So I think I made the right decision getting Steph Curry, obviously. We are the second best team in the Eastern Conference. Here are the stats on the season for our team. Players season. Steph did lead our team in points. JR averaged 16.5 points. Gortat with about 9.5 points with 9 rebounds. Fareed with about 8 points with 8 rebounds. Like, things are looking really great, man. I am definitely pumped to see if we can win the NBA championship. And I believe we are taking on the Magic real quick. Yes, we are. We are taking on the Magic. I tried to trade for Dwight. Didn't really work out. Let's see who they got. They got, actually, let me just go by position. So they got Gilbert Arenas. They brought him back because he played in Memphis, and then he got signed by Phoenix in the offseason. All right, so they have Gilbert Arenas and Jason Kidd. They also have Jason Richardson, Hito Turkoglu, Ryan Anderson, Glenn Big Baby Davis has a strained groin, and then Dwight Howard. So really, I feel like we will beat this team in 4 or 5 games. I said 4 or 5 games. Now, 2K, please make me correct and don't make me lose this series. I swear, bro, if we actually end up losing this series, I might rage quit. Like, dead serious, bro. 3-0, and this is what I like to see. I mean, okay, 3-1. We gave them a win, but that is a gentleman's sweep. We do win in 5 games, winning game number 5 by 6 points. Melo and Gortat both with double-doubles. Where's Kyrie? Kyrie, 6 minutes, 3 fouls. Actually, no, this is him. Okay, 3 points. How many fouls did he have? Only 3 fouls. Okay, so he just really could not get anything going on offense. And in the second round, we are taking on the Indiana Pacers, my favorite team. Like, yes, they are my favorite team, but we kind of got to beat them right now. They got Darren Collison, George Hill. I almost said we have because they are my favorite team, like I just said. Eric Gordon. Now, look at this. The Pacers traded Paul George. Yo, the Hornets have Klay Thompson, too? Yo, they got PG and Klay Thompson. What the heck is happening? Okay, well, they basically traded PG for Eric Gordon. I don't really understand that move a whole lot. They do have Danny Granger and really no one else there. David West and Tyler Hansborough and Roy Hibbert. I will actually call him Roy Hibbert because back in 2012, he actually knew how to play basketball. So sorry, Pacers, but we kind of got to beat you guys. What? No, whoa, come on. Stop it, 2K. Quit it. 2-1, make it 2-2. Pretty please. You know what? I'm done, fam. I'm done. Like, really? Come on. Why are we losing to this team? No, this is how the lineup should be. It should be Kyrie at the 2, or Kyrie at the 1, Steph at the 2. That is how it should be, okay? That's all I'm saying. Let's see if that makes a difference here in game number 5, and it does. Okay, 3-2. We win by, I think that's 12 points. Game 6, we win it. We force a game 7, and we're what? How did we lose? We lost by 10. We gave them 35 in the third. Melo scored 43. Curry scores 26. Kyrie scores 30. How did we just lose this game? How did we just lose this game? Well, we're going on to Season 3. The Miami Heat win the NBA championship against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Dwayne Wade is your Finals MVP. Man, I am pissed. I am so pissed And to make things worse, the GOAT just retired. This is most likely going to be the only trade that I will make here in Season 3, and it is Marcin Gortat, Omri Caspi, and our 2014 pick from the Phoenix Suns for Joakim Noah and Rip Hamilton, and the trade has been accepted. And so Joakim Noah, as he once said, whoever comes to Cleveland, I don't hear people say, oh, I'm just going to go on vacation to Cleveland. Sorry, bro, you got to come to Cleveland.
You like it? You think Cleveland's cool? I mean, I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation. I mean, what's so good about Cleveland?
So now this is what our final starting five will look like here in season number 3. We got Steph Curry, J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony, Kenneth Faried, and Joakim Noah as our starting 5. And basically, no matter what I do, basically the CPU will always put J.R. Smith at the starting 2 guard. So, you know, I can easily just change this out, but I mean, honestly, it won't exactly work the way that I want it to, which is pretty frustrating if you ask me, but I mean, hey, it's fine. I'm not gonna complain. Actually, wait a minute. I want Steph here. What am I doing? Okay, so basically off the bench, we will have J.R. Smith with Jamal Crawford. I did go ahead and sign him in free agency. I also got Elton Brand, Darrell Wright, Jan Mahimi, Rip Hamilton, Hasheem the Dream, and that's basically it since Brian Scalabrine did retire. So here we go. Season 3, I am expecting to win a championship without a doubt. I will not simulate until the trade deadline. We are going straight to the end of the season, and I fully expect us to be hoisting the NBA championship trophy at the end of season 3. So with one game left to go here in season 3, we are tied with the Indiana Pacers for the top record in the Eastern Conference. The Bobcats are third, 45-36, but I mean, really, it is us and the Pacers and no one else. Surprisingly, the Heat are 6th with a 41-40 record. Definitely was not expecting to see that. And then out west, obviously, the Oklahoma City Thunder are your number 1 seed as they still have Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and James Harden. In our final game of the season, we are taking on the Orlando Magic. Let's just go ahead and pull out this victory, and we do. So we are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. All players are happy. Actually, we are tied. But we did finish with the best division record, which means that we are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We led the league in total points per game and 3-point percentage once again. One player named to the All-NBA third team. And this time around, Kevin Durant wins the MVP award. Who wins Sixth Man? Ryan Anderson wins Sixth Man as a member of the Orlando Magic. Dwight Howard wins Defensive Player of the Year. His teammate wins Sixth Man. He wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jonas Jerebko wins the Most Improved Player as a member of the Detroit Pistons. Tyler Lewis wins the Coach of the Year as the Timberwolves. I mean, they somehow get the second best record in the Western Conference. I think it has something to do with the fact that Beasley was actually like really good in past 2K games before he just forgot how to play basketball and just kind of fell off before he signed with the Heat, I do believe, this season. So Steph and Carmelo both once again make the All-NBA third team. I moved Steph to shooting guard. Like, I moved his primary position to shooting guard. This man's a 93. Like, he was a 90 and now he's a 93. Absolutely insane. So now Steph will be our starting shooting guard. 23 points with 6 assists and 2 steals for Steph Curry. And then Melo averaged 20 points, 6.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and half a block. Steph Curry did lead our team in scoring with about 23 points per game. Kyrie was third. I mean, basically, it is the big 3 right here. J.R. Smith with 13 points. Kenneth Faried, 8 points with about 9 rebounds. Joakim Noah, 7 points with 10 rebounds. That is exactly what I like to see. But, I mean, other than that, nothing really too crazy. And in round 1, we are taking on the Orlando Magic, the team that we faced last season, and we beat them, I do believe. Yes, we did beat them in the first round in 5 games. Gilbert Arenas is hurt, and they are starting Cesar de la Cruz, so we definitely should have an easy time. Corey Brewer, yeah, we are good. Earl Clark, Glenn Davis, Dwight, why did you sign a 5-year deal? Like, you should have just left when you had the chance. Like, that's all I'm saying. We will definitely beat this team in 4 games without a doubt in my mind. 2-0 now, make it 3-0. And J.R. Smith is healed. Okay, didn't even know he was hurt. 2-1, I don't like that at all. 3-1, but we will end up finishing this series off in 5 games. And we are now taking on the Detroit Pistons. Who do they have on their team? Let's see. Wow, Kyle Lowry. Okay, he gets traded from Houston to Detroit, and they end up getting him, and he is now an 87 overall. The Rockets, I think, traded Brandon Knight. The Pistons, they also have Nate Robinson. They have Stuckey, Ben Gordon, and Lance, Trevor Ariza, and Gordon Hayward. Okay, but we will definitely do better than Jonas Jerebko. We have the advantage. That's what I'm trying to say, because Kenneth Faried is greater than Jonas Jerebko. And then Greg Monroe at an 86 overall. I think Joakim can kind of do some great things, but I mean, really, our backcourt of Steph and Kyrie, and also with Melo being our starting small forward, we'll be all right. The winner of this series faces off against either the Indiana Pacers or the Charlotte Bobcats, and hopefully we can win this series. I mean, I know that we will. Joakim, he will be unable to play through the injury. That is not good at all. Oh my god, they are going to win this series on some BS. 2K, I swear, man, 2K has it out for me, bro. 2K has it out for me. I hate this game. I straight up hate this game. We are going to lose in 5 games. Wow. Are you kidding me? Only because Joakim gets hurt. That is the only reason why. Oh my god. The Thunder end up winning the NBA championship. They beat the Pistons in 7 games. Dude, I'm pissed. We should have been there. Kevin Durant wins the Finals MVP. Here are all of the retired players. KG, Earl Boykins, Udonis Haslem, Tayshaun Prince, Steve Nash, Turkoglu Jameson, Ben Wallace, Steven Jackson. Dude, I'm so pissed. Like, we should have been in the NBA Finals. Like, that's all I'm saying, man. Here is our final roster at the end of everything. Oh my god, 2K hates me. Like, if that is not actual proof that 2K hates my guts, then hey, I don't know what is. We got Steph Curry, Carmelo Anthony, Kyrie Irving, J.R. Smith, Joakim Noah, Kenneth Faried, Jan Mahimi, Darrell Wright, Elton Brand, Jamal Crawford, Richard Hamilton, and Hashim the Dream Thabit. And Brian Scalabrine was with us in spirit because he did retire. So there you have it, man. This was probably one of the craziest teams that I have ever rebuilt in my life. Let me know down in the comments section what you thought of this team. And 2K hates me. That's all I gotta say about that. Make sure to go vote in the poll in the description for which game I should be rebuilding on next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.